the live stream or podcast. I guess podcasts can be live stream, which is both are true at the same time. How are you doing today, Vicky? Hello, my friends.
I don't know what you just said.
I don't either. We haven't had coffee. We are struggling this morning. I don't feel like I'm struggling, but I think I am struggling.
We are off coffee. I like coffee.
I had a person call me, and it's really cool to engage in people that haven't committed into a life of recovery. And this person was told that they might have a problem with drinking. And so it was really neat to talk to somebody that thinks they have a problem and came and wanted a professional opinion, so to say. And they just thought that they might have a serious problem if other people see that they have a problem. Mm-hmm. So I think so many times we're the last people to actually know that we have a problem. Isn't that true?
It's so true.
So true. I was thinking today, dumb fact, useless, maybe not useless, dumb fact is that, did you know that your eyeball is part of your brain?
I know that.
You know everything, though.
Well, we did listen to that podcast together.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting. That I've never even thought of, like, your eyeball is part of your brain protruding out of your head. That's fascinating. There is somebody right now that just went incredible stuff. Do you have any useless information that you would like to just share right now?
No. I can't think of anything.
Nothing like boom?
No.
That's all I had about the eyeball being your brain. Anything else you'd like to share this morning?
I'm going to poke you in the brain.
You got brain protectors.
Should we read?
Let's read.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us for our contemplative meditation. There's lots of different forms of prayer meditation. We just take an idea out of a morning reader and we roll around with it, wrestle with it, and then take it throughout the day. Meditation is all about listening. Prayer is all about talking. And so it's a practice that we really have to engage in. So here we are. Here we go. It is March the 22nd. Is it March? Oh my goodness.
Worrying is a usual condition with those of us who are new in Al-Anon. Al-Anon being the families of alcoholics.
The lovers of alcoholics and drug addicts.
Worry has become such a habit that we can't shake it off, even when our minds are convinced that it serves no purpose. We think about what happened yesterday, and we're sure it's a clue to the awful things that are sure to happen tomorrow. The members of AA have set us a good example in living one day at a time. We in Al-Anon can, if we work at it, free ourselves from yesterday and tomorrow. Today is only one little set of 24 hours, a reasonably manageable bit of time that we can concentrate on using well. Today's reminder: I will not allow myself to be swamped by thoughts of things that are past. I will not concern myself about tomorrow until it becomes my today. The better I use today, the more likely it is that tomorrow will be bright. Let not my thought fantasies lead me into anticipating trouble, since I cannot know what the future may bring.
That's so true. Wow. I didn't like it when it said, I will not allow myself to be swamped by worry. And it was like, I can say that all day long and still worry. But I think there's action for me to actually engage in so that I'm not caught up in worry. So I have to be in fit spiritual condition to actually make that happen. I can't just be sitting on the couch eating popcorn going like, I command you to stop worrying. I remember in my early recovery finding out that prayer and meditation was the lifeline. Like, this was it. And I'm like, this is so important. I remember asking the guru of my 12-step fellowship meeting. I go, what is meditation? Like, I've heard of it. It sounds really foreign, and I feel like you have to go on some mountain with a orange robe on and shave your head, which I'm good at. But he just said, do you know how to worry? I'm like, yeah, it's an easy one. He goes, well, then you know how to meditate, because it's kind of the opposite. And I thought that was a good starting point. But the meditation part and the prayer life actually combat worry in my life, in my experience.
Explain that, though? Like, what does that actually mean? Do you know how to worry? Well, then you know how to meditate.
So I think that's what he said to me, which was like, I was like, yeah, thank you, I got it. And then I'm like,
What does
okay,
that
so
mean?
what is that? Looking back on it, is my mind is set in a condition of being able to be obsessive about the future or resentments in the past. I can start thinking about those things and my mind can get stuck in that, and that's all I'm thinking about. That's It's in my mind because that's what my focus is. If my focus is living a fit spiritual life, I'm engaging in the spirit of God, the spirit of love, the spirit of joy, and my mind starts to change. And now I'm going from being stuck in worrying about all the things that I can't control to giving that to God and letting Him control it. And then my mind can be free of all those things. So it sounds, in the simplest form, it sounds so easy to do, but in the technical form, it's actually a process of being able to enter into meditation.
So, for example, you're worrying about something.
Mhm.
That means you're meditating on it.
It means I'm worrying about it. So then
That's
the meditation is giving that to God and being released from the worry of, which really is rooted in fear, which is me trying to control what's going to happen tomorrow. And I feel like worry is a result of a lot of control, where I have fear about tomorrow and the day after, and I'm in control. I'm trying to control the results of my life or my day or whatever it is. And so I think that we are not, what I've learned is we're not in the result business. And so that's God's job, and we have to give that job to God. So with somebody with codependency issues, your would you say that your biggest thing is your obsessive thinking?
Mhm.
So then in the last 2 years especially, like, how do you get out of that?
um,
And have you found that challenging?
yeah, I find it really challenging, and sometimes it works better than others, but I I get on like I get into these loops, and then it's hard to get out of it. And so, like this, this I know for sure my thoughts can lead me into anticipating trouble, since I cannot know what the future may bring. And so I do intentionally try to turn worried thinking into prayerful thinking. So inviting God into it and being really intentional about that.
I remember reading a book about the battlefield of the mind. And that's where the battle is really lost, because as you think, you will do. And so if you're somebody that struggles with a substance abuse, if I start overthinking everything and trying to control and just being in a constant state of tension and worry, then at some point I'm going to look for relief from that. And so the life of recovery is actually having our mind renewed by God and a relationship. But I have to enter into that relationship. I have to become unblocked, unplugged, and that's why we do LifeLab. That's why we do 12-step stuff. Is actually learning how to stop playing God,
Mhm.
because that's really, you did a post on our social media, and it was fear. What was it? There was three. Fear is about controlling the future.
Yeah.
Resentment is about
I think it was like um, fear is I might not get my way tomorrow. Anger is I didn't get my way yesterday. Or yeah, resentment is I didn't get my way yesterday. I can't
what
remember
was the middle one?
the middle
It
one
was
was
really
like
good.
I forget.
Go to the social media
Yeah.
and check that post out. It was really good. But that's exactly what we're talking about. And so I really have to turn my will, which is my thinking, and my life, which is my actions, to the care of God.
Mhm.
So as we go through today, that's the meditation. Am I full of worry and anxiety and tension? And am I able to enter into become spiritually fit through a program of action? So if that is you and you are struggling with that, we have LifeLab. We have a lot of resources. We have a Wednesday meeting. If you want to join us there on Wednesday on Zoom, check all of our stuff. And that's it for today.
Have a great
So
day.
have a great afternoon. Keep the peace, be of good behavior, and we will see you tomorrow.